Hi everyone. Well, it's the end of 2024 and at the end of the year I normally do something rather odd, and this year is no exception. As you can see, I have taped one of my drawings to the piece of glass that is in the frame that I had it in. I will show you the frame at the end of the video, but I've taped it on because this is something that I have intended trying for a long time. I am going to enhance the little hairs of the squirrel. Now, I've drawn the squirrel with white pencil on black paper. Simple as that. So the glass that's on top of it is your typical 3mm hard as a rock picture frame type glass. It's not non-reflective, it's just normal glass. So all I'm going to use today is this little rat's tail. It's probably the first time I've ever completed a video just with one rat's tail. So it had worn down slightly, and therefore I have used the stone just to take off the top tiny bit to reveal some nice fresh diamonds. Of course, the rat's tail has diamond dust coating all the way down. Or when I say all the way down, probably a centimetre and a half, something like that. So this entire video is going to be possibly a little bit boring, but for me it was fascinating. This is something that I've always wanted to try. I've had a couple of drawings hanging up in my showroom for quite some time, and I often just thought, I wonder if I engraved on the surface of the glass whether it would make that much of a difference. Surely a little bit of 3D enhancement is going to take place if I engraved on the surface of the glass. Now, of course, I'm engraving on the upper surface of the glass because it's a darn sight easier. As you can see, it's catching the light there. It's a jolly side easier to engrave by simply tracing the drawing than trying to engrave the underside, because that was a possibility. But how do you engrave the underside without having to somehow manipulate some kind of printout and in a mirror image so that you can get the hairs in the right place? No, I decided to do it on the upper surface of the glass. Sort of like you would paint bricks on a building in a watercolor painting. You're not going to paint every single brick, or at least I wouldn't. You're going to suggest, and basically with these sort of things, it is a suggestion of hairs. Now, obviously quite a lot of hairs on this little squirrel, but they're all already, as you can see, an awful lot of hair going on underneath in the drawing part. So all we're doing is creating that 3D effect. Clearly this glass is really hard and has already worn down the edge diamonds of my rat's tail, so I just had to liven that up a little bit, and off we go again. I'm working dry. Reason for that, pretty obvious, I would hope, for most people, and that is if I get water onto this glass, it is going to seep onto the paper underneath, which would then destroy my lovely drawing. So I'm working dry. It's actually quite simple. I could have taken a little bit more time over it, but I don't tend to do that. I usually do my engravings at 100 miles an hour, as you well know. Anyway, my entire intention is just nothing but little hairy bits. I did wonder whether the effect would be different if I used a non-reflective glass. I haven't got any, certainly not this size to fit this little picture frame, but I may experiment with that at some point, if I get myself a frame and do another little drawing. I have got a drawing of a hare as well, which if this one is successful, then I will do the hare, because why not? It just does something a little bit different. You may have noticed that as I do in my normal animal hair engravings, I am flicking the little strokes one way and also the other way, back and forth mixed in. So unlike an engraving, I will not be working in the darker areas at all. I will just be leaving them as clear blank glass, so that anything, any details that are there will be just the drawing halftones underneath. Now this tail obviously has much longer hair, so big old strokes backwards and forwards. As I was engraving, I was thinking that this is not something that will just be on one part of the animal. It's going to have to be over the entire picture. So including his little snout and even the eyes. Now I have, as you can see, some whiskers that are already drawn. Well, they are actually black. So I was having a think about this. I didn't want to disrupt those too much. So I'm going in between them. And then of course adding some lovely white ones. So around the eyes, I sort of looked at it and I thought, oh my goodness, I'm not sure what this is going to do. But I just carried on regardless. Same burr and just a few little marks. Just to bring the eye to the same surface as the enhanced engravings. Well, I wonder what you're thinking about this. Definitely worth a go, I would say. Something different. And I've got a few more things up my sleeve. Definitely something that I wish to play with. So, fascinating. I will now show you the difference. So we have the glass by itself, so there's hardly anything there. It's really just a skeleton of hairs, and there is the very basic drawing, and there's the enhanced one. It's difficult in this light actually. I think daylight is going to be the best option. That's the cardboard that goes at the back. This is quite a cute little frame. It's sort of got a slightly distressed white finish to it. And there you have it. A cute little drawing of a squirrel, which I've enhanced with engraving. Thanks for watching, guys. Enjoy your engraving. See you next time. Bye for now.